Molotovs for the barrels as well. Flashbangs aplenty, but CT aggression now. Juan Flatro pushing up towards shore, and here comes the first interaction. Absolutely rails xantares, and they'll fall back with the frag.
We're coming back, there's still 2 players short right now, but a flash at least gets Rigon away. But look how many players are here for Bad News Eagles. 3 towards short, and that bomb's starting to cross over, but it's stuck behind the pillar. And now Bad News Eagles looking to swarm the site, making it so uncomfortable. There's nowhere to go for Eternal Fire. They are falling like flies, and it's just Major left. A 1v5, absolutely no chance. Bad News Eagles pick up the pistol.
Good today against Ence.
Yeah, and he was a bit of a quieter performer in their loss, so absolutely great to see him showing up. Eternal Fire missing the Molotov, so Rigon is able to cross out over the site, no issues. Tar is left solo towards water. He's pushing through that tunnel. In the meantime, xFloud and Synopsy might have a bit of a duel going here. Tildy being sent towards Synopsy's position. Can he win this first fight? And he won't. xFloud comes out on top, and Eternal Fire have the first.
Galil on famous action there. T-side coming out on top, 5-on-4.
Here
Reaction play towards shore, and they are dropping like flies here. 5-on-3, still plenty of time in the round as well. Can the CTs push? Can they recover some territory here? They're going to actually have 2 players towards the A side. That's GX and Juan Flatro, but pumping the brakes now. Eternal Fire waiting for any more reactions.
Well, a full minute left, and we've seen Eternal Fire maybe throw a couple of 5 versus 3s, make some overzealous plays. So it's about staying composed in the grand final. And more connects on the GXX. It's a 5 versus 2 now. It should be converted.
They wouldn't give this one away.
They wouldn't dare.
40 seconds should be absolutely fine as they converge around the A-bomb side right now. We have got one last player. And what a player he is. Going for the double kill here. Surely goes down now. Decent trade. That should be all she wrote for the round. Scenery pushing off towards shore, and he will be spotted by Calyx. Might not get the kill, but he does nail it. And that's quite a clean round there. Not so much a bonus situation there because, yeah, they're going to have to purchase into this one with what they can. The MP9s are for masses. No match for the AK-47s, unfortunately. This was the first frag. Very important one as well. No trade potential. Great job from xFloud, continuing that good form we saw earlier. And more. Going to have to try and use some gimmicks here. The double long setup as Major starts to bring his teammates over. Flashbang deployed.
Now they come around just as they left the aggressive setup. Synopsy left the stone and went back into the bathrooms just as they peeked long. Eternal Fire just making sure that there is a pass to set up deployed towards long, and they're going to go elsewhere, but they need stacks and Eri.
Nade stacks been pretty strong for Eternal Fire. Remember on Nubis, they showed us triple nade stacks, and they were actually finding multiple kills, so they've done it again. What a great preparation coming into this tournament, that's for sure. As xantares now,
I think he gets killed here.
That's a guaranteed kill. He isn't going to miss that. The Turkish Terminator strikes. Rigon goes down, and there we have it. The double kill, smoke towards heaven. Round completed, as I said, Dinko. This was a risk for Bad News Eagles. Investing into this one, money will be shattered now. I think you're better off to saving this orb, especially with no armor. Trying to get out of there, but he is being hunted.
More. Always a player that loves to force the issue as much as he possibly can. Synopsy gets caught. xFloud runs into him, and that's a gun gone. Bad News Eagles need everything they can, and this is the only weapon left. GXX under pressure. He's got 2 players running him down. A Major comes around the corner, and more showing discipline not to commit to that fight.
Well, that's something they really need to focus on. Xantares, he's an amazing fragger, but sometimes overextends, takes things too far when they have the advantages. Showing some good discipline here. Great couple of frags, a clean finish as well, and they managed to take down the AWP. Absolutely massive from xFloud on the rotation here. How does he get away with that one? I have no idea. Calling on the fly. Major, please be careful in those flames. And they've gone for the boost as well. A little bit slower than you might expect, but they're up there. Seeing if anyone will walk into the cross-app.
I think Major was so adamant about getting out mid because he knew that they were going for this boost, and you can't give up that map control. So he had to get into the playground, and they get nothing from the boost, unfortunately. A little bit too late, as you mentioned. It took some time getting up there.
Yeah, you need to be super drilled to get up there in record time to catch the CTs jumping off. They have in position, but looks like his contact play here, Dinko. I think xantares is happy to walk in. This is where he really thrives. Yeah. Let off the leash and see if he can open things up.
The smoke's not committed in time. xantares has already made his way through a perfect flash. They did push short here on the CT side, and now they've been spotted. xantares can throw the Molotov in, force Rigon out. They'll have to either use a smoke or he'll just die. And xantares, another kill, nearly gets up to heaven in time. And when Flatro and Synopsy battling back, a team nade lands at the feet of xFloud. He's still got hefty health, so 40 seconds, and 3 versus 3.
xantares has done the heavy lifting here. Gained access towards his B bomb site. 3-on-3, the retake is possible, but kits not available to them. GX will give them the man advantage here, but in more, that was a prime opportunity. xFloud has had some amazing clutches today. Can he find yet another?
Well, he's looking for one clutch. Roll turns around and unfortunately not able to mount it. A good round coming in for the Bad News Eagles, and I do think it spawns off of the fact that they go for that boost in Eternal Fire for so long. They conceded map control towards short, and we've seen Bad News Eagles move in, and that was the way they could retake.
A grand final is no place to experiment. The fact we had a double AWP set up on the T side, a failed boost, and then, sure, you did really well to get this double kill here, but the round, it was definitely very dynamic. I'm sure that's not something they really ran before. It almost worked out, but a very strong retake here from the Bad News Eagles. This one is going to go the distance.
Slow burner.
Yeah, Mage has been given the AWP after taking considerable damage at the start, and xantares trying the same boost once more. The point man is trying to open things up, and he's got an opportunity there. Oh, he spots one. Can't quite find it. He'll have to drop off now and reset.
Yep. Lets it rip a little bit prematurely. And I think you can only get away using that boost a few times, but Scenarii, that is so dangerous. Starting a spam war through the wood, and he ends up going down. xFloud just rattles a few bullets through, and that's a way to get a kill for Eternal Fire.
So 40 seconds remaining. Bomb still down in spawn. Time has been an issue for Eternal Fire. Things can get quite chaotic towards the latter stages of each round. Major alone towards long with that low HP as well. Needs to be very careful here. He can't really see what's going on. They'll make their way back towards B. So he's going to try and suggest there's A presence here and keep these 3 CTs on that side of the map. Oh, they help themselves towards B, and the rotations are actually coming through. This could be very promising indeed.
Morris found so much time. Look at this, but when Flatcher was down below him, and he didn't read that play, and it's all going wrong for Eternal Fire. Calyx sure fighting back. Bomb does go down, and it is xantares alive alongside of him, so maybe they can make something of this 2 versus 3. They resmoke Heaven.
It's the dynamic duo. If there were 2 players who could pull this one off, xantares and Calyx might be your main candidates. Retake coming in from short, and indeed, here comes the swing.
Calyx holds, and he gets swung on. It's all on xantares. He's got a headshot on the first,
No.
a second, and there's absolutely no way! He terminates the round, xantares with the 3K!
Absolutely epic. Those are the kind of plays that will find champions. Amazing stuff from xantares, stepping up when they need him most. A 3 versus 1, nothing but headshots. We've got to see it from back.
This could get pretty deadly for them on the other side. A rifle lies in wait at the divider. Eternal Fire around the corner, and it's an all-final from Synopsy.
Oh.
Maybe should have got away with 2 there.
Yeah, it looked like he absolutely should have done, but crisis averted. xFloud strikes back, and speaking of striking, here comes xantares. They pounce on the A-bomb side, find 2 more kills, and it looks like they fancy the retake here. Scenarii and Ragon coming in from CT spawn, and might just have to push through the smoke here, have the element of surprise.
These 2 players haven't been having the best game either. 1 kill between the 2 of them so far in this match. I don't think they're going to get an opening back into this retake attempt. Looks like they're setting up a boost just to see if they can get something here, but Calyx is a little bit too wide and they're watching for it. That should be it now. Call it off.
It looked like that one was going to be a disastrous situation there for Eternal Fire. Synopsy, great position, and as you said, I feel like he needed to there. He was caught in a reload xFloud and somehow pulls out the weapon, finds the headshot.
Yeah, GXX also misses a crucial shot.
True, yeah.
They could have kept his teammate alive. Just unfortunate stuff there for BNE. And now they're not really getting to save anything at all. Calyx is coming in, xantares is helping him. Scenarii goes 0-7. Not the start you want to have here in a grand final.
xantares off to an absolute flyer in the grand final. Running away with his T side on overpass to pick. Now Eternal Fire here. Overwhelming the remaining CTs. No one we...
Methodical.
Absolutely. It's a tactical map, and so far so good.
Oh, you do favor xantares in those kind of positions. Wasn't too far off getting that reactionary headshot, but it is xantares that goes down first. xFloud looking to try and snap that trade up, but he hasn't got away with it. And now comes the movement. BNE going into the fight. xFloud at least gets 1. And now Calyx sees the gap. Maybe he can seize this opportunity. He's gone through monster. Scenarii peeks out from the pillar, sees him, and now Calyx feels he has to drop back.
Yeah, Smart decision. Allow Major to probe towards A. If he can find the gap, which he often does, to be honest, he'll take down GX and his AWP. He's got incredibly close. It should be a freebie. Oh, no! How has he hit that one? GX recovers. Down to the 4-on-2. They'll make their way in towards the B bomb site. Waiting for the rotations, trying to stay alive. A cheeky kill through the smoke. Secures the round, and Moore can do nothing about it. 20 seconds remaining, saving the AWP. If Major gets that kill, it's a completely different story. The A bomb site's wide open. They can fall back. But no, we've got to see the replay there. How does he react so quickly?
That's incredible.
And find the head.
B&E needed that one. They needed that round to be picked up. Now they've got a chance to start getting into this first half. They just really haven't been in the grand final yet. Getting close into the retake, the 1v1 in the previous. Now they pick up the round win. Could this be something brewing for the Bad News Eagles? Rigon's movement, I like this call. Instead of just sitting back, they actually take a bit of an aggressive fight.
Smoking off the banana. Molotov down as well. And Amor leading the charge here. Knows there's a possibility of the AWP facing from the flower bed. We've actually got Synopti baited in by the AWP back at APC. This could be a great setup for them.
It's going to go around to the side of the lantern. Oh!
What a shot.
What a shot from Major. So ready for it.
Now the AWP has to step up. GX repositions. He actually gets in the bathrooms of the AWP. He sacrifices the bomb site.
Teammate's about to get smoked off, so he is really alone here. Perhaps the fortress of the bathrooms is the correct call, but there's even a late player coming up. xantares could activate into the late round here, and he will. Rigon gets caught inside of the connector. 25 seconds left. Now GX has to worry about xantares coming behind him, and the attack is coming out long. The rotation is up. They've got in front of the smoke. Finally, Scenario gets on the board, but it doesn't matter. Eternal Fire get another round win.
Exquisite execution there. Really enjoyed that from Eternal Fire. No panic, no chaos. Even when challenged towards long, Major delivers the goods there. Great shot by him.
It's actually crazy he gets away with this.
I can't stress enough how good his form has been this event. Big shout out to him. xantares as well. You expect him to be mean on the server, but right now he looks brutal. Looking a little bit desperate in some of these buys. Need to pull one of these off. Well, this could be a very difficult half to recover. This is the map pick of Eternal Fire. They're on the T side of Overpass right now, playing almost a perfect game.
Sex Flout down the connector.
And bear in mind, they lost the pistol in a very convincing manner as well. They got blown out the water.
Well, it's been a different look to the Eternal Fire team. We haven't seen this one, Henry. Perhaps the rest has helped.
Yeah.
To a massive
They just needed a good night's sleep.
Yeah,
that's
all they
it.
needed. It's wonderful what sleep does to.
All right, then. They need a reaction, though. They're a man down, and they're pushing towards Monster. I like it.
Here comes this reaction, but xantares, he was reading it, but he's just looked away, and he's just gone
They're coming
away.
behind him, look.
They're coming, they keep flanking. Oh, this could be huge. Rigon, how's the trigger
No,
discipline? He fumbles
bro.
it. He fumbles the bag. He doesn't get a single kill, but at least he stays alive.
I don't know if that's even a silver lining at this point. There was at least 2 kills there. He barely does any damage.
Look at Major as well. Look how much ground he's got. They have no idea.
Don't jump. What's going on?
He jumped, but luckily, GXX still goes down. Major doesn't fumble the bag, and we got ourselves 20 seconds left.
Was that a scroll wheel?
Oh, that had to be, right? xantares has gone after Rigon. He's got him. Execution from behind. Turns around and gets one flat throw. Ooh, this round has everything.
You have been terminated. xantares, the sophisticated killing machine. Scenario remains. And this is getting out of hand now. A clean sweep for Eternal Fire. And you can see they're not yelling, they're not getting too excited. These guys are composed right now. You can see that in and out the server.
They know it's the grand final. There's no more fallbacks.
Yeah.
This is the last opportunity. This scared the hell out of me. I'm not going to lie.
He heard it as well. He turned around the moment he landed. xantares, amazing spray transfer there, Major. And we will see round 15 here. Money, of course, available for Eternal Fire after their strong T-side campaign. Nice little Molotov there. Fates out a smoke for Snary. Double nade. Talked about how good their utility usage has been. I'd love to see the stats for Eternal Fire and see if it correlates with what we've seen from the eye test at least. Oh, look at that.
Boing.
Look at that!
They've just had so many good nade rounds, haven't they? Love this. Eternal Fire have had some of the best nade stacks I've seen in a long time.
So they completely... Oh, hold on.
Pick. the reaction here from Eternal Fire. It looks like they want to continue through this B bomb site. When Flatro, he's ready for it. He's looking at Calyx, but Calyx still reacts faster.
Looking for double digits here. A 5 versus 3 Synopsy elsewhere on the map. Rigon will step up in the barrels. If they can take him down now, it should be absolutely locked in the round. GX is very low, but he is present.
Look where the bomb is. So it's finally coming back over. Doesn't look like Synopsy's going to have the read to cut it off, because if he did go to the tunnel, he would be able to stop that bomb from getting to the site. There's not enough time, but luckily the bomb does get across. Calyx catches GX in the open, and it is all on Synopsy. A 1 versus 4. His only chance was to take the bomb down before it got to the B bomb site, and he hasn't done that.
Well, I don't think he'll be doing much with this. I won't build it up too much. Only a flash. 4 kills to find.
Mollied out from short.
A bomb down. It would take the play of the year to pull this one off, and more will take care of him. Just to go back, utility, which is an interesting approach, especially on a map like Overpass, considered one of the slower, more tactical maps, and face full of lead, nothing tactical about that. So, it's quiet right now, but you can see Bad News Eagles making their way up towards long. As mentioned, no utility. They're going to have to get as close as they can, pull the trigger, and hope to find a chain of frags here. xantares lying in wait. And I think he just spotted one. Yeah, he's ready. Wants to slice of the action here.
Goes swinging out long. On Flatro will happily take his life away. Now back to an even numbers game. Calyx, he's fumbling this one, and he will not be able to commit to a kill. Scenari eventually gets onto the board. That's 2 extra kills on top. He's up to 3 now. Good start to the second half for Scenari. He's hoping that turns the tides completely for the rest of this. And Moore's come through with the dual Berettas. Maybe he gets another one here, and he does. And now we're back to a 1v1. xCloud has a kid as well. He's looking for that final player. GXX back at the bathrooms. The bomb is planted for him. He can take a little bit of a peek out. Remember, there is a kit here for xCloud. 5 seconds on the defuse. Trying to pull the fight away. GXX shadow spotted, so xCloud knows where he is. He's waiting for the peek, and he's got the headshot! What? He swings, and he's got the kit! That's a round you cannot let slip!
I can't believe it! How's he hit that? He's got the kit, the dome! That is such an epic round. It looked like they didn't stand a chance there. They had swarmed the bomb site here. The dual elites come back in. It looks like, sure, they've got a few kills, but surely won't be winning the round.
They're going to be in free fall. They're going to be pack mentality towards this long area. And Amor is here with the M4. He's got the first. Now, be careful, Amor. Throws the smoke down, plays disciplined, still goes down.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Not the end of the world.
Interesting boost here from Calyx up on top.
Yeah, it's a strong position. He's got the organ as well early.
Synopsy gets caught. xantares takes the kill. Now they're going to start thinking about connector, but if they come this way, Calyx is here waiting for them.
Yeah, it's a really interesting position. You don't see it too often these days.
Looks like they'll avoid him and go instead towards A. But there's still one player that needs to cross, and that's GXX. Calyx should have this kill.
Yeah, he should do. Oh, be careful, GX.
It's about patience. They're coming back. They're coming right back, and Calyx has got the pick. Takes the first.
Good play. Fall back. Take that advantage. Something they've been struggling with this tournament. But now he understands what he has to do. Falls back, defensive line. Looking for the spray down and delivers on all fronts. Calyx now really arriving in the grand final. And with the augurable weapons, finds the hat trick.
Everyone's here for Eternal Fire. There is absolutely no one that is underperforming. And Moore gets the first kill here. Brilliant. Even decides to play discipline, just unlucky to get caught through the smoke. Great double setup in the connector. The all-final on the boost. Calyx gets it, falls back, and just lines up the extra 2 players. It's not there right now for B&E. Maybe wanting to play a bit faster, but the round looks like it's going to end pretty quickly because they've lost 2 players right from the get-go.
Eternal Fire. You've got a 5-on-3. No one needs to be doing any more pushes.
Here before.
No pushes. You're in touching distance of taking this map cleanly. This is the biggest lead we've ever seen them have, really.
Look at one Flatro. They haven't seen him. He's actually got a lot of ground here.
He has.
If he gets under the scope. Oh, they started to rattle the shots now. They're giving away how close they are. So the Eternal Fire players should adjust the defense accordingly, and Amor swings out from the dice box.
Yeah. Great composure. Good adjustment. Amor protecting their MVP. And now the last 2 remaining players of Bad News Eagles are in towards the bathroom behind the smoke right now. Looks like they kind of fancy it. Trying to make some magic happen here. Conjuring up a plan. They have got a smoke and a Molotov, but how do you even get the bomb down here? That's maybe how.
Good way of sinking him more, but Major makes sure to patch it up. Synopsy at least getting one more headshot, but there's still 3 more players to take down, and xantares is behind him. Locks him in. No problem for xantares.
Well handled. Not giving away those advantages. Playing together.
I haven't seen Eternal Fire be this convincing, probably
This is the best looking Eternal Fire, yeah, we've probably ever seen. This is their best performance I've ever commentated. This is fantastic. And everyone's more members leading towards this side of the map quickly. Going through the smoke here, and they'll have to challenge xantares. They do find the opening kill. That's towards Calyx.
Yeah, it's a massive opening. Let's see if he can get any more. xFloud somehow is able to recuperate and get himself a kill in the MP9. Not only that, but drops back to the safety of the site. Eternal Fire sitting at the edge of their seats right now, anticipating celebration to come soon, but we know games can get out of hand. You just have to stay focused till the end of this one. GXX uses the boost that is so common on this map right now, and he starts to get tagged up from xantares at Heaven. Forced away off that boost, no kill goes either way.
Still a minute to work with here, and Juan Flatro has cracked open the A bomb site. This might be a save right now. We'll see if they want to go for it, but the bomb will be planted. It's a 4-on-3. Money's getting a little tight, but they've got 7k on xFloud, so at least going for exits here, that's for sure. But yeah, they will concede the round. That's fine. Sometimes it happens. Like there was a good opening pick there. And finally, Bad News Eagles looking like they're actually going to cause some trouble here.
Yeah, and that's finally a combination of finding the opening pick, but also on Flatro. He's been getting himself into these deep A positions. Yep. Never really got the timing on the rotation. And finally, he's managed to make it work. So Bad News Eagles, after the timeout, they get a round win. That's ideal for them. But the problem is, sure, they've had these timeouts and then they win the round after, but they just drop the ball. They don't string them together. So Eternal Fire, with the save call, with the amount of cash they've got, they can just get by right back in, and it doesn't get any easier for the Bad News Eagles.
Ooh, that was a cheeky kill there. Sounded like an Eternal Fire frag, I'm not sure. But they don't look too calm over there. A little bit agitated, it seems. Understandably so, and this kill was frustrating with the MP9. Rigon can't really get going. So finally got a full setup, and they're going in towards B again. Actually helping themselves towards Monster Tunnel. xFloud not expecting it. Good nade though.
xFloud hops up on top of the barrels. It's one for Synopsy, yet another opening. Now they're committing towards the B-bomb site. Calyx is trying to slow them down, predicts the Molotov and sends out the smoke, and now gives himself a bit more cover to play with. He's taken down the Swissman. Rigon gone, and Calyx is using the smoke to great avail. He's got himself 2 kills out of it, and maybe sets his team up with a chance, because xantares is still alive, and it is now only xantares. He's on some big clutches already. Now 1 versus 2 could be added to his collection, but he's decided to get the AWP and get the hell out of there.
Which is probably the correct move here. They'll have a fighting chance into the next round. There will be a buy there, especially with the AWP. Might just take the partial and see what they can do with it. But well done to Bad News Eagles. More assertive play here. Instead of running the defaults, using the fragging pack mentality, getting in there as a death ball, and it seems to be working out for them. This is more convincing Counter-Strike. The defaults, the executions aren't seeming to be working today, and gone to their B game perhaps. So that's looking much better for them. And even if they don't win this map, just winning these sort of rounds, getting warmed up into the grand final is exactly what they need.
Obviously no reason to be flustered yet for
not yet.
Eternal Fire players.
Nice openings there.
Yeah, Synopsy doing a great job with that. Leading by example, hops down, finally ends Calyx. So
yeah.
I thought we're going to be ready for this. Rigon surely dies. Surely he dies. This has to be the opening kill! But he reads it, and good night, xantares.
A taste of his own medicine. Rigon. He maybe gives that one up.
Advantage gone.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. I like the idea. He knows there'll be 2 more players there, but at the same time, I didn't feel worth it. Still a 4-on-4. And just to know, Rigon, that's only his 7th kill, 22 deaths. Maybe a little bit frustrated there, I'm not sure, but that's one way to throw it away. We'll see Juan Flatro trying to find that space towards A once again, Dinko. As they boost the player up and towards a flower bed. That'll be GX, of course, with the AWP. He'll be met by Amor. Could be flashed over here if he wants to peek long.
Amor's played a disciplined game until this point. It looks like he will continue to do that. Jump spotting, nearly a chance there for GXX, but he's not fast enough to land it. 40 seconds left. The T side have got the bathrooms. One Flatro has had a few moments where he's created some crucial space for this team. Smoke into front bathrooms here for Eternal Fire. 30 seconds. And Moore gets aggressive. Hits the shot. It does connect on 2 players, but only takes down 1. But he gets a second crack of the whip, and he won't miss this time.
That is absolutely fantastic, taking matters into his own hands, but still a lot of work to be done. 15 seconds, bomb down, but they're dropping like flies as well. The rotations will come through. There's no time to go back towards B.
Major can just deny the plant here.
That's all he has to do.
He can just wait for it. Has to plant now.
Oh,
Major can't see him. Oh, he gets away with it. Major denies the plant. No time to win this. And one Flatro cannot go down after the time.
Oh, wow. They're more stepping up when they needed him most. He could feel the execution coming. Losing space on the map, and he hits the collateral. As you mentioned, doesn't quite kill the second, but he makes up for it straight after. And the round started here. It feels like a lifetime ago, unfortunately, but that opening pick was so epic. We've seen a lot of opening gambits towards this side of the map from B&E, but this one looks more default to kick things off.
Just want to get Rig on. Water through the tunnel here. He's often been here, not always winning the fights.
He's had a bit of a rough one at 8 and 23. A lot of deaths there, noticeably more than his teammates.
Is he about to go and try and fight B already up through short? Smoke goes in towards Monster. Rigon trying to force the issue. Here come the Bad News Eagles. An attempt into the B bomb site. X-Flout is here, hiding inside of the smokes as his teammates come over to help. It's Major alongside of him, but he goes too wide, exposes himself to short, and Rigon's gonna take that kill. X-Flout swings, but it's just one. And B&E starting to find some form here. They're into the B site. Calix is the next player they've got to remove, but it's xantares that goes down next. Calix surely gets overrun, and the Bad News Eagles come in with an 11th, and that is a very convincing B hit.
This game is back on now. You can see it, they're starting to enjoy themselves. Devil walks on his feet.
There can't be a one-sided game between these two teams.
No, absolutely not. What were we thinking? Starting to arrive now, Rigon. Great kill, B bomb site, completely manhandled here. xantares got nothing done with that aforementioned AK-40.
9s, 5-7s, Deagles. It's an upgraded round. They're saving the majority of the cash for the next, but there's still a bit of a punch. And this is where the first could come through. There's one Flatcher that knocks out a more.
Here we go.
Wow.
Frags all over the map right now. And bear in mind, this is a 14-6 scoreline.
Yeah.
And now it looks like they're right back into this. This is almost certainly going to be 15-12. 3 more after that. Starting to believe. And this was the partial buy, just to note. They've got the MP9s, and they're starting to cause a bit of trouble here. Short at the 4-on-2, but some damage inflicted. Good grenade. Eagle shot not quite connecting. The nade tickles them slightly. xantares, they don't check this. They are. Okay, there was a chance for a double kill, but the no-scope prevails. And they're getting closer and closer now. One mistake would end their run on overpass, but what a recovery. Devilwalk was doing his absolute best to pick the boys up, keep their heads in the game, and he might just have done it. We'll see whether they can continue here. Lack of utility for himself, but he has got the big green. GX also with the AWP. Rigon taking early damage.
He
fancies it again.
But look at this. Calix reads it. He knows. You've done that too many times. Calix ain't going to fall for it this one.
Early advantage now for Eternal Fire. Is this where they close it out? Their map pick. Been a great showing so far. They can't afford to give this one up, not after a 14-6 lead.
It's been a lot of B hits recently for B&E, but they're going over towards A at the moment. The bomb not fully committed. Scenario further away from the main pack of attack, but here he comes alongside them now. Smoke deployed towards long, so they can't be picked off.
There's a gap there. xantares is like, oh, thank you very much.
That's a little bit of a gap to
there it is
through, and it's worked for xantares. That mistake might just cost them this map. Eternal Fire. 3 kills away at 5v3, Henry.
That was a lineup as well. It looked like he was going to utilize the gap himself. I'm not sure whether it was by design, but either way, xantares spotted it and capitalizes. 5-on-3. This has been a problem for EF throughout this tournament. 5-on-3 seem to elude them. Need to reel it in, enable the crossfires, and keep landing shots. Surely this is the moment now.
Final attacks forward in overpass. 30 seconds on the clock. Here they come out long. xantares spots them. Easy kill. Wipes up 2. And xantares.